I will never forget dating a guy. It had to be, I think it was the summer of 2023. Was dating a guy. I was dating this guy for about a month, so getting to know each other. And one thing that stood out so much, and I will never forget it, we both have teenage daughters that are preparing to graduate. And I was asking questions about his daughter's schedule and, you know, how he was approaching dating and responsibilities that he had to his kids at this life. And one thing that he said stood out to me is that at this point in his life, he was trying to prepare himself for them leaving. He was preparing himself for having the empty nest as someone who was solely raising his kids like I am doing. So he was like, I have to live a life without them there. So I'm trying to prioritize that and figure that out now. Who am I going to be when they leave the nest? I have to live my life. Hey everyone, PM Kester here, host of How to Take a Break. This week I am talking about preparing for an empty nest. So taking a break to prepare to be an empty nester. It is something that is front of mind for me because I have two daughters. One has already left the nest and has made me a grandmother. If you're on Substack, the latest essay that I am dropping, probably by the time that you see this video, it will be on Substack. I'll put a link in the discussion for that. It talks about me being a grandmother. So that's an interesting read. Please go read it. I want to hear your conversation on that. But I have my youngest daughter who will be graduating high school next May, so May of 2026, and I will have an empty nest. And for me, in this this season of my life, especially starting in January of this year, it's one of the things that has been front and center of my mind, because she's going to be gone. She's leaving. Graduation fees and things are upon me, so I'm thinking about that. But it really had me thinking about my finances, my career, and my relationships, because in May of 2026, well, technically, you know, we're going to be technical, like in August when she goes away to college, for the first time, pretty much in my adult life, I will be living by myself. There will be no one in my home. I got pregnant when I was a sophomore in college. And so pretty much when a lot of people were out having their 20s and dating and first apartments and stuff like that, I had first too. Like I had first apartment as well, but it was a first apartment with a child. So I had a very different 20s. And so I'm really excited for the season that's coming upon me. I will be looking forward to being 45 when my youngest graduates. Excuse me. And I don't know, learning about me, exploring things for me. And I'm very intentional with my life. This is why we're here on this channel. We take a break to be intentional. And I'm really thinking about the three sections of my life: career, money, and relationships, preparing them for this empty nest phase. And I really do think, even with this guy that I mentioned earlier, that we dated for like about a month, we, talking, getting to know each other or whatever, did not work out. That's a whole nother episode. But I do think that God put him and other people in my path over the past couple of years to kind of make me really think about the emptiness phase of my life. Because I don't know if I was thinking about it seriously, especially as a divorced woman, right? I watch a lot of content on YouTube myself. So I'm watching one couple as they're a married couple, their daughter is in college, traveling, living their life, kind of exploring what that is. I thought that would be my life. So it's very different for me relationship wise, walking into this phase solo, because I thought I would be spending this phase with someone and this will be our time to travel. Now I'm looking at it as a time for me to travel and for me to do all this fun stuff. So I'm excited. I'm thinking about all the places I want to go. What would I do, or what can I do when there's an empty nest? Because I won't have a child to get up and get ready to school. I won't have, a child waiting on me to get home from work or to do certain things. I think empty nesting is also what I know. I started looking at money so much this year, like literally January 1st, boom, lawyers, credit counselor, financial consultants, money trauma specialists, because one, my goal has always been to have my kids do better than me financially, give them a leg up. And it's nothing on my upbringing and things like that. I was raised in poverty, and I just really do think you want the next generation to do better. So definitely trying to get my money up for that. But also thinking, again, empty nest. I don't want to live in a big house or a townhome. I want a condo. I actually want a couple of condos. And that has faced some controversies, but I definitely over the past couple of years have gotten a clearer picture of what I really want for myself and how I've never really been able to kind of chase that, because you do stuff for the betterment of your kids, the betterment of your family. So I'm looking forward to that. And so I'm trying to get money together. I feel like this is the clearest I have been about like my finances, which is crazy at 44. But I think that's going to help me just a long way walking into empty nesthood. My career, a lot of y'all came here from my career chats, and I did this career pivot in 2023, the first of the year. And that was one of the things, again, God put people in my life. My current boss asked me, he was like, have you started thinking about where you want your career to go, what you want to do with your career now that your kids are leaving the nest? What do you want this next stage to look like? And so I feel like I'm firmly walking in that stage. So I'm looking forward to my empty nesthood as the next stage for me, and just embracing it. So I don't know if anyone, single moms, single dads, entering single nesthood, married couples, of course, what advice do you have? How are you enjoying the empty nest? I think I said single nesthood, empty nest. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Drop a comment. I'm so interested in this conversation. I don't think we talk about it enough. I feel like there's a bunch of sadness, but it's got to be a lot of us out here ready for it or enjoying it. So I want to hear from you. Drop a comment, let me know. And until next time, find a little time to take a break. Thanks for supporting me. Bye.